Okay, everybody. It is holiday greetings. It is the 20th of December, 2022, and this is MoveEasy Yoga with Via. We're going to start in the usual fashion. Kathy is our model. She's frozen. I don't know what that means. Oh, I wonder if everybody else, she's frozen for a minute. There you are. You moved. You froze for a minute. Well, oh, my internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, you're the one who froze, but that's okay.
I'm gonna move to the other end of the gym. Oh, I may be putting up boosters in the gym and the back and the front of the condo, which I haven't done yet. So let me see if this will help by putting it at another angle. All right, we're gonna start at the regular fashion. Legs up on a chair. For 7 minutes. Stay where you are. Curl your tongue onto the roof of your mouth, or place your tongue, the tip of your tongue, at the seam between your teeth and the roof of your mouth. And then move your head slowly from side to side 6 times. Come back to center. Vagus nerve reset. Without moving anything but your eyeballs. Shift your eyeballs to the right. And wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. And come back. And look to the left with your eyeballs only. And wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. This is the holiday stress remover movement. Come back to center. Do these 2 more sets, right, left, without my cueing. Kathy's going to tell me when she's done, and she'll be a marker, but take your time, your own personal time. Okay, finish up, everybody. The next thing we're going to do is, as you probably know, or probably remember, is head ramping. You can swap out what you have behind your head if you'd like. Kathy's going to put a set of therapy balls behind her head at the occipital ridge. So don't put it in the curvature. You want to put it up a little above the curvature so that you're pressing the occipital ridge into the balls and into the floor. And that's what you're going to do. Head ramping is just to ramp your head back and hold it for a little bit and then release, and do that 5 more times. And finish up. Breath work, extended exhale, breathing. All you're going to do here is count the length of your inhale and then make your exhale longer than that. Maybe you'll make it twice as long, but you have to work up to that. 6 times. If you would like to, you can purse your lips on the exhale. Last one. The last thing in our warm-up that we're gonna do is the hypopressive, classic hypopressive. Let me say something a little bit about, I've just recently discovered how nice this side-by-side spotlight is, because you can look at Kathy and you can look at me in my instructions also. So I'm probably going to use it quite a bit. It's a fairly recent added feature of Zoom. Kathy's on the floor, her knees are bent, her heels are on the floor, but her toes are up. Bring your arms above your chest and flip the hands and press the hands towards the ceiling and the scapula towards the floor. So you're adding shoulder work to your hypopressive, your breath work. 3 breaths, 3 ordinary breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. All the way out, no breath. Hold your breath, spread your rib cage, scoop your belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, arms come down, exhale, toes come down. Extend your legs along the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left. Bring your arms up above your chest again. And this time, the right ankle is over the left, so the left hand is on top of the right, and then bring your arms overhead as far as you can get them. 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale all the way out. Hold your breath out, no breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale. And exhale, uncross your legs and switch legs. Left ankle over right. Arms up above your chest. Stack your right hand on top and bring your arms overhead. 3 breaths, 3 ordinary breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. All the way out. Hold your breath out, no breath. The rib cage spreads, the belly scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, the arms come down and the legs uncross. Come up to a floor seated position. And we're going to do the classic side bend, spine twist, and then actually wrists. And we're going to work on wrist and fingers today. So starting on the right, slide your right hand along the mat. Bring your arm up and over. It's going to look, you're going to be able to bring it up more than I can. My range of motion is limited. Oops, I forgot to set the time. Let me find the time too. Let's do 30 seconds. I should get a little longer on this one. And I forgot to drop the elbow. So what am I going to do about that? Nothing. We're going to go to the other side, and I'm going to remember on this side. Okay. Left hand goes slides along the mat. Up and over. I want to show you what I'm doing that's a little different than what I'm cueing. If you like it, you can do it. I'm putting my hand on my leg and seeing if I can get more of a side bend. Oh, we're not going to make it. I think I need to do 40 seconds on this. We're not going to make it on this side either, so it's even. Go ahead. Come on up. Now you know how flexible I am in all ways, right? Spine twist. Left hand on right knee. Bring your right arm behind you. Spider fingers. We're gonna do 40 seconds. Spider fingers. And remember, if you want to, you can add something here, add on. Either you can move your head to the right and the left, or you can move your rib cage side to side. If you have lower back issues, I suggest moving your rib cage side to side because sometimes the lower back overworks because the upper back is stiff. And the rib cage side to side will help change that. Okay, come on, unravel. Go to the other side, right hand or left knee, left hand behind you, spider fingers. Sit tall. Remember that either of the options, 2 options, add on, or you can just stay here and enjoy the stretch. 3 choices. Sitting tall. And come on out of that, unravel. You can change the direction, the stack of your feet, your cross of your legs at this point. We're going to do, except we're going except you're not going to cross your legs, you're going to do stacked knees. So stacked knees, you may want to sit on a pillow or a brick to get here. One knee is straightforward on the bottom and the other knee is stacked over that knee. It looks a little like this, but it may not look quite like that for you. We're going to do the wrist twist with the stacked knees. I love stacked knees. I think you should watch TV with stacked knees. You can straighten your back, improve your posture by pressing your chest open by putting your hands on either the floor or your feet when you're in stacked knee position. But now we're going to add a wrist twist. The hands come out in front of you, palms away from each other, back of the hands together, and then the right hand goes up and over and clasps, and then starts coming down towards the knees, towards the chest, towards the chin. And you're going to sit here. That's the end position. I have to give it up for a minute to turn on the time. That's the end position. Sit tall. Try to keep your chest open. Enjoy the stacked knees, which should be doing a lot of things to open the hips. That's why I love this one. And open the hips and stretch. Get some space in the hips and the sacrum and where the sciatic nerve runs. Yeah. Now unravel all of that and switch to the other side. So the stacked knee that was on the bottom is now on the top. The hands come out in front. The left hand comes up and over, clasp, and come down toward the knees, toward the chest, up to the chin. Sit tall. I'm going to unravel for a minute to turn the timer on. Sit tall. This side is not as limber as the other. If you can see, my top knee is not as close to the bottom knee as it was on the other side. And I'm okay with that. This is the beginning of our wrist and finger practice. And unravel all of that. You can shake your fingers out. You can make a windshield wipers with your legs. And we're going to continue floor seated, and you're going to find some sort of floor seated exercise. And the other thing you're going to do is take out your Neuro balls. So we're doing Neuro balls, 6-point hand release with Neuro balls. Some people are going to want to put their balls on a brick.
Yeah, we did this on Saturday.
Oh, you did this?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I say the more people come to appreciate the Neuro balls, the better. That's what okay, we're going to do 40-second holds because I just, in that last sentence, fell in love with the Neuro balls. So 40 seconds, not 30. Whatever floor seated position you're in, I'm in a Z. And then just press at the first point, which is right here, up at the top of the palm, in the middle. Press lightly. And sit tall. I actually think everyone should do this hand series and the foot series every day. But I don't do that every day. But you can do it while you're watching TV. Second position, just smack dab in the middle of the palm. The nice thing about the hand series is you can do both hands at once. With the foot series, you have to do one at a time. It takes longer. But really, this set probably just takes, I don't know, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And go to the bottom, the palm at the bottom. In the middle. Sit tall. Gentle pressure on the ball, the Neuro ball. Okay, let's switch sides. Or the stack of the knees, whatever you're doing, switch to the other side. And we're going to start on the last three. Go up to the middle and out to the outside edge of the balls. Okay, the fifth one is the inside edge, right along the webbing of the hand. Sit tall. So this is just one more opportunity to practice good posture. Last one on the thumb pad. Just find a place on your thumb pad. We are touch starved as a culture. Get as much touching as you can, but I was just thinking about the fact that the Neuro balls touch us back. Well, so do the therapy balls, but the Neuro balls especially touch us back. Poke, poke. And come on out of that. Next, we're going to do the forearm meltdown. I'm going to undo my so that you don't have to look at two different people. Remove spotlight. Okay. Because I think, so this is going to be, you're going to use the therapy balls, not the neuro balls, and you're going to still be in a seated position of your choice. And you're working with the right side first. And you could have your therapy balls up on a brick. And all you're going to do is, it's called forearm meltdown. And you can do, once we go to one edge or the other, we can do wrist circles. But you're going to rub along the bottom, all the way along the brick, all the way to the end. That's what I wonder if the brick is too limiting, but you're going to go from the wrist to as far back in the elbow as you can get, and just do that about 6 times.
I
So,
think so. Okay.
and if you want to, you can change move your wrist around so that sometimes the palm is facing down, and sometimes the palm is facing up, and sometimes the palm is facing sideways. And then find a position. I don't care where it is, just a stable position where you can stay, and make a fist and make wrist circles. And reverse it. And then let's go to thumb split compression contraction. So one ball, you can leave your balls in the bag if you want and just work on one of them, or you can take it out of the bag. But the thumb split is, your thumb, you're putting the ball between your thumb and your forefinger, and you're compressing first. And let's compress for let's say 30 seconds. Compress for 30 seconds. And now we're going to contract for 30 seconds. I think we're going to do it for 20 seconds. But the contraction, you're still in the same position, but you're acting as if you're trying to pick up the ball with your thumb and your finger. See what this is like. Contraction. Grab the ball, hold on as if you're going to pick it up with your thumb and your forefinger. And now thumb pad and palm squash. This is actually better with out of the bag. You're just going to spend 30 seconds squashing thumb pad and palm, just rolling and squashing it. Should feel pretty good. Thumb pad and palm. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is all of that on the other side. So the first thing is for our meltdown and wrist circles. So I want you to remember, so you can do this on a brick. You have your both balls in a bag and you're rolling. I'm gonna have to take my watch off. Rolling up and down on the forearm. And you remember you can move, I'm gonna time it, and you can move. You can put your palm up, and then you can put your palm sideways, and then you can put your palm down as you move up and down. Move as far forward as you can to the wrist and as far backwards to the elbow. If the brick limits your movement, take the brick away and roll on the floor. And now let's go ahead and take the ball outside of the bag because we're going to need it for the next one anyway. Thumb split, compression, and contraction. All you're going to do is
Hey,
press.
Mom,
What?
what about the wrist?
Oh, I forgot the wrist. Let's go back and do the wrist. Sorry. Thanks. The wrist circles. So while you're here, find a static position. You're not moving anymore, but you're still pressing the forearm into the ball at any place along your arm, and then circling. Actually, farther back gives you more of a location to circle. Circle six times in each direction. Make a fist. It's easier. And reverse. Okay, and now, thank you, Caitlin. And now take the ball out of the bag, one ball out of the bag, and you're going to compress. It's the thumb split. So the thumb, you're going to put the ball between the forefinger and the thumb and just press. And then we'll do the opposite of this, it will contract. So, but you do that by grabbing. We have 20 more seconds here. Okay, now grab with your forefinger and your thumb. It's as if you were going to lift the ball up, but you're not. You're just there grabbing, and it feels like you're almost going to lift it up. I actually, after watching some basketball this summer with my boyfriend's family, they have a basketball player, high school basketball player. I started thinking about the basketball hoops, trying to get the ball in the hoop as a good overhead workout. And so I'm thinking of getting a basketball, and finding a hoop, which wouldn't be too hard to find, even in Mexico, to shoot baskets. So think of that yourself. Always be thinking of something you could do to increase your movement practice. Thumb pad and palm squash is next. Just rolling the ball over the thumb pad and the palm for 30 seconds. So my boyfriend was skeptical about whether I could make any baskets, and I said I didn't care, because I showed him just throwing the ball up. It's got to be a great overhand Other hand movement. I said, I don't care whether I made baskets or not.
You could just throw it against a wall and bounce it.
Yep. And actually in like gyms, there's this it's a bigger than a basketball. It's called a wall ball. And there's a whole series of movements for that. But yeah, I love watching basketball, actually. It was my high school sport, so. And I was so bad at basketball. I was in the Girls Athletic Association. I was so bad at basketball that and the coach was my mother was a school principal, and my coach was a friend of hers. I was so bad at it. She said, well, I think maybe, my name was Virginia at the time, Virginia could be our assistant coach, but not one of the players. Okay, finger spreads. Get a close-up on this, Kathy.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do it too. We'll see if it's not too confusing to have two spotlights, we will. Finger spreads with resistance. I think maybe it's going to be too confusing to have two. Let's just have Kathy. Okay. Finger pair spreads with resistance, right and left, 10. We're going to do 10 of these. Spread your fingers wide. So we're going to do each pair, spread the finger wide and add resistance with the other hand. So spread the fingers wide and then put the other hand on the inside of the pair. I think let's do okay, let's start with the outside of the pair. So Kathy has it on the outside.
Oh, sorry.
So it doesn't matter really, okay? So her other hand is on the outside of the finger pair, and then she's spreading into it, creating some resistance. And we're gonna let's do 10-second holds on this. Oh, this is gonna be a little more than 10 seconds. Spread, 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 spread. So the other hand is trying to push in, and then you're trying to push out. Go to the next finger pair. Put your other hand on the outside. Keep spreading. You're on the third pair, Kathy. You should be on the second pair. Forefinger. Oh, let's see. Oh, you started at the bottom and I started at the top.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I started here.
Start at the bottom, and then you were right. And I hope everybody got that one. Go to another pair, depending on where you started. And remember, you're spreading the fingers, the finger pair, and the other hand is resisting the spread. Last set. I hope it's not, hopefully you're following Kathy and not me, because we're doing opposite direction.
You can only see Kathy anyway.
Okay.
Really, you can't see me at all?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yes, but you're little.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah, see, everybody's little at the top.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Follow Kathy. Okay, number 2. You can change the cross of your legs if you'd like. Finger strength. Oh, let's see. Finger. Oh no, we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna do the other side. So start where Kathy started. Spread.
This
And
side's
is it better?
it's weaker.
Weaker.
Left hand.
Next finger pair. You can do this while you're watching TV, you guys, or talking to if you're Zooming with your mother on the phone, okay.
Or your friends, yeah.
And then the next set. And it's so good for you. And it's a kind of attention your fingers don't usually get. You have to consciously decide to do this. It doesn't happen. And let's get a piece of paper. You can shake out your hands. Get a piece of paper. I'm going to get a piece of paper. Okay. And then you're going to place a piece of paper between the fingers and pull on the paper without pulling it out. So starting with whatever the fingers that Kathy shows, little finger, ring finger, and tug of war with a piece of paper. Next set, next finger pair. Next finger pair. And last finger pair. Thumb and forefinger. We're going to switch to the other side after this. It may be different. Okay, start on the next one. Pinky finger, ring finger. Oh, mine is much weaker on the left side.
Two.
Next finger pair. Next finger pair. Last finger pair. Okay, you're done with that. Now let's start in a quadruped with fingers. You can shake your fingers between sets. We're gonna get into a quadruped position. And rock your hips back a little and press your palm. Your fingers are spread, your palms are pressed into the floor. Lift your fingers off the floor for 10. So you're leaning back, rocking your hips back a little bit, lifting your fingers off the floor. You can roll forward to increase the challenge. And now let's do this for 10 more seconds and experiment with bending and unbending the elbows. And now, let's do a wrist stretch with your palms facing backwards. And now from here, so you started in quadruped, and yeah, let's do one wrist at a time. And just you can drop your hips back a little or a lot. We're going to be here for 10 seconds, and then we'll do the other side. Switch to the other side. Remember the hips are what make this movement work and get bigger. Okay. Now go ahead and come back and shake your wrists out. And then come to a supine position on the floor for Yoga Nidra. Remember that you want to feel safe and warm. You can extend your legs if you'd like, or keep them bent. You can put a blanket over you. Let's start with paying attention to the breath, breathing in and out, and watching your abdomen as it rises and falls with your breath. And now bring your attention and your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes our 61-point Yoga Nidra guided meditation. Go ahead and extend your legs along the floor and bring your arms overhead and try to wiggle and stretch your entire body, toes away from fingers. One side, then the other, both sides. Wiggle and stretch, and then wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your ankles and your wrists in one direction and then the other. And hug your right knee to your chest. I love your knee. Extend your right leg along the mat. And hug your left knee to your chest. I love your knee. And then extend your left leg along the mat. Hug both knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. Rock from side to side, and then whenever you're ready, roll entirely to one side. And stay here. This is our gratitude minute. Stay here and find your gratitude. What are you grateful for? Especially what are you grateful for about this practice? And coming here. This is a self-care practice. It's for you and for your body and your cells and your mind and your spirit. And whenever you're ready, use your top hand to bring yourself up to a floor-seated position. I'm going to remove the spotlight. Good. I think we're all there. Bring your hands into a prayer pose, or just bringing your hands together. Press very hard and see if you can find your scapula by pressing your hands together. And now release that so it's a softer prayer pose. Lift your occipital ridge up, out of your shoulders, off of your shoulders, so that you can nod forward with the skull. The spine stays straight, the cervical spine stays straight. Nodding, bowing, honoring each other, noticing that we are light and that we're all one light. And we'll close the class by saying to each other, namaste.
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 Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We have a few announcements. Hold on, let me pause, stop the recording.